Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Pathfinder Kingmaker. I'm your host, Colors Fade. It's episode 93, and we're chasing down the Kingdom of the Cleansed. Or at least we're trying to. They're proving to be a little elusive. All we've found so far are owlbears. So I'm thinking they might be in the other part of this temple. So we'll head over in this direction. Poor soul's skull was crushed and the brain removed. Well, they're not here. Where are they, I wonder? Oh, somebody found something. Found this. What is this? Trapdoor to the Kingdom of the Cleansed or the Rage Claw longsword. +2 adamantine furious longsword. Okay. They're not here. Maybe they're over here. Maybe they're closer to this ruin. Okay. We can only hope. Boys and girls, where are you? Are you going around the backside? Okay. Well, let's see what we find over here. There they are. There's the cutscene. I'm so scared. You should be. A cult has you. Goddess, receive the most innocent of your children. Oh, Ruthgert, the first faithful. From under a low-drawn hood, you see the eyes of an insane man. The faithful lets out an indistinct murmur, and then starts roaring with laughter. Here you are, my king, right in time to witness my triumph. Look around. The goddess has shown me mercy. Look how she sends her children to tear and kill the unfaithful. One final sacrifice and the gates of the kingdom will open up. Amalia's voice is barely audible. She's sobbing and shaking from terror. Please don't. Ruthgert, you poor fool. Flaming Saren Ray guide my blade. Yeah. Stop, Ruthgert. Don't do something you can't undo. Tristan looks at you surprised and full of sorrow. Are you still trying to save him? After everything that... Ruthgert raises his knife over Amalia with a roar. Goddess, I praise you. No, Tristan says. He throws his hands into the air, almost screaming his spell. Oh, he did something to stop. And she's away. And now we will lay siege. Excellent. Okay. Oh, you think you're going to come after me, do you? Jubilast. Lindsay's... We got to get through 4 guys before Lindsay can do anything. Okay. In that case, you could blind a lot of these guys. How many guys can you hit with that if you blind? You can hit 1, 2, 3, 4 guys with blind there. You can hit 3 there. Not enough there. I really want to hit these archers. Dang it, Jubilast. Yeah. Okay, let's try this right here. This looks like a decent target. Here comes this guy. Trying to hit Tristan and he crit misses. That's nice. This Tristan's gonna get nailed. Alright. You, darling. Wow. Oh, you can hit this guy. But you gotta wait. You gotta wait. Till Lindsay has her say. Lindsay. Okay, now she can do it. Doink, and then haste everybody. And then Lindsay, just sneak up here a little bit. Okay, and then that way. Yep. You can see who she didn't get a hold of. Okay. So she didn't get a hold of this guy. But I'm going to wait for her to pull Dreadful Carnage up. Better use a little rage.
Stay behind me.
That's what I'm talking. It's a thing of beauty. Go up there and get this guy. Okay. Man, do I want to have you unleash hell here with this, or unleash skeletons, or just do nothing? Probably nothing. It's probably for the best. Let's have you heal. Okay, that works. What do you got here, darling?
They go down.
Okay, can you reach this guy? Jubilast. You can get him by himself. Knock him over. First Faithful getting his butt kicked. Lindsay? Do we want to have some fun? Can launch the Wyvern. Oh, I don't think there's much she needs to do at this point, unless we wanted to cast some hold persons. We could dominate somebody. She could try that. No, I think I'll leave it the way it is. This is fine where it is. Let's just leave it. Okay, you've got 4 at him and 4 at him. Let's go for the rogue first. There we go. Because you're going to get 2 shots at this guy. 1 now. Okay. Oh, and I missed. What are you doing? Divine power. Okay. Get away. 5 steps. And now let's do something like... Can you do this? You'll hit me. What about this? Can you get him? Where is he at? He's at the end of the line, or there's this guy. Get him. That's overkill, but wanted to make sure he died. I'm out of here. Oh my god, she missed. Okay, put him on the ground again. First Faithful is dead. Lindsay, what would you like to do? Who am I near? I'm near this guy. Okay, go ahead and shoot him. Her.
Do not falter.
That is just really nice. Okay, then what I'm going to do is set myself up over here. Christian, you're going to do nothing. Amiri, set yourself up over here. Jubilast, you don't need to do anything. You are just going to zap this person. There you go. You're going to run up here. It's a smackdown. And that's it. Put an end to the kingdom of the cleanse, which we did. That's awesome. Okay, quick and painless death is the final mercy given to those like Hrothgar. Christian's face seems to emit a soft radiance, and his entire figure is enveloped in a vibrant golden haze. He moves his lips as if speaking with someone. Lindsay opens her mouth with astonishment. She fumbles in her bag for her loyal journal, but she can't take her eyes off the priest shimmering with light. Is that what I think it is? Damn, where's my notebook? Are you talking to Serenray? Tristan opens his eyes wide, and there is a molten gold underneath his eyelids, emitting a warm light. Tristan's voice roars as if the whole host of divine creatures speaks through him. Jaddix, I am here, and with me the light of my goddess. What's going on? The most merciful believes that I have drained the cup of retribution to the dregs. In turning away from her will, I set in motion events that hurt the lives of many mortals. In her wrath, she took away what once she had granted, until I cleansed myself of pride and cowardice. She decided to return me to her. She's agreed to spare me my mortal chains, that I may spread my wings once more. Tristan laughs happily, and the unseen choir turns his laughter into a symphony. O lady mine, my healing light, never shall I stumble again and leave you. Valerie sighs and whispers ever so softly, look at him. I cannot stand fanatics, but this is so sincere. But, Tristan says, the Deva sighs, stunned as if remembering something. But Nyrissa and the stolen lands, and you. Well, so I can lose him here, apparently. Please, Tristan, stay on Galarian. You've brought mercy to the stolen lands, such as these lands have never seen. There still remains so much good you can do. Tristan remains silent for a moment, then a sad smile dresses his face. I must stay. I shall walk the mortal path once more to its end. Only then shall I earn the right to serve in her embrace. So be it. You watch the divine glow fade and disappear. Tristan slumps to the ground, sighs, and opens his blind eyes. She's gone. He lowers his head and suddenly shivers as if he is chilled to the bone. So cold without her glow. He stands tall and turns to you. There's an infinite tranquility on his face. But her light is with me again here. He touches his chest and smiles, not at you, but at that which only his blind eyes can see. Well, I'm glad you endured this ordeal and found forgiveness, and I'm pleased that I could help you. Tristan lowers his head. I was just hoping to repair something to make amends, and for this I have received the grace of my goddess. And it is all because you didn't turn away from me in my darkest hour. I don't know if I can ever repay you for this. If you don't mind, let us go home. We will have plenty of time to discuss what has happened. Yeah. All right, fighters, what do we got here? Talk to Tristan in the capital. We have a club, armor, a belt, fancy stuff. We'll collect them all.
Time to get some rest, isn't it?
And we're a little fat. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's go by price into city. I'm going to get rid of some of this stuff that's not going to earn us a lot of money, and then we'll move on. All right, we're very fat with a lot of heavy gear, but I need that money, so we're going to head home and sell a bunch of things. That way we can have build points to do things with. Kingdom of the Cleansed. Those guys are done. Okay, not going to take anything else here unless if it's 100 gold pieces, we're taking it. All right, leave. Make like a tree and leave. Actually, what I probably should have done is cast strength on people.
When we stop.
What's the most direct route? Well, let's do this. I know you guys want to stop, but let's rest right here. Begin resting.
Tristan, do you know what your problem is? You have no ambition.
Is that a problem? I have Serenray's mercy. That's all I need.
No ambition. Oh God, we passed everything in camp. That's amazing. Yeah, we're gonna go over here and grab this. Doink. Claim. This resource belongs to a region outside your territories. Really? Oh, okay. How do you get Dunsford? Doesn't matter. We need to go here. Right now, ruined tower. Still looking at my Excel spreadsheet here.
We should gather our strength.
We will. We're going to go home. No, we're going to go. We're going to teleport to Tuskdale. Baby, we're going to enter here. We're going to go to the main square so we can sell a bunch of stuff first. And get us some cash. We needed to be back by the 18th. That was the calendar day we needed to be back on. And I think we've exceeded that because what day is it? Not sure where I can find out the easiest way to look at what the date is on this map, but I'm going to sell all my stuff right here and then we'll move on. Straight cash, homie. That's what we got. All right, let's see what's going on with the kingdom. Now that we've taken care of one little item on our checklist. A little save there, and then what's Tristan got to say? Do you wish to know what happened there at the altar of the cleansed? I'd like to tell you, but I don't really know how to describe it. The Deva moves his shoulders as if stretching unseen wings behind his back. One way or another, I walked in Serenray's light once more. There may yet be many hardships ahead, but now I know divine bliss. I'd start to forget how soothing it feels. When my master touched me with her divine radiance, I felt her love and pride. She feels I've learned much, living among the dwellers of Golarion. None of this would be possible were it not for you. I owe you my life and my salvation. I once told you that I'll stay by your side until I repay you for your kindness. Now, I promise you, I won't back down until Nyrissa is finished. Great. Excellent. That's what we like to see. Saving grace. The kingdom of cleansed is done for. This time forever. Well, that's good. But I have a kingdom to rule. It's on to the next crisis. Lindsay and the storyteller await in the castle. Okay. Problem. Ransom in gold or iron. There are numerous barbarians in the kingdom's prisons among them. Yeah. Okay. A group of Kellids have arrived in the region, and we need Tristan to do that. Ooh, that could be a problem. She's got Wrath of the Forest and 3. What is this? Light from a god. A large group of fugitive slaves from Razmirin approach the border. Yeah, well. A way into Nyrissa's dreams requires 30 days to solve. Okay, so they're waiting in the... Oh, so we can start this project. I see. Well, let's purchase 8 build points. So, who can do it? Either one of you can. Well, what do we have for research? Curses. Research into the nature of the defaced sisters. Research into the nature of curses. Tristan. 90 days to solve. 60 days for Armag. 75 for Vorticai. And the Scythe tree is 45 days and 50 BP. This gets me +3 arcane and +3 divine. 275 BP though. I get 59 BP per week. Okay. 300 BP, 150 for Armag. Let's do this. Wait a minute. What am I looking at here? Way into her dream. Okay, let's put Octavia on it. 30 days, start that project. I have Tristan in a day. Let's get him back. Carry out the investigation of the mysterious disappearance of the craftsman from the capital, accused of murdering an intelligent lizard folk for money. The guard sent after him will discover Morhalen's whereabouts and let the king personally confront the villain. Okay. Then what do we have? Choking death. Who can do that? Heston. Give you a crisis point for 70% chance to go. Okay. Flight from God is an opportunity, 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 opportunity. Slum dwellers, opportunity, power blood, opportunity. So they're all opportunities. Okay, that might give us a chance to rank somebody up. Treasurer's endeavors, he's busy. Tristan, support the counselor's endeavors. 7 days to solve. Loyalty will rank up. Let's do that. Actually, I needed to get what's his name on a project. Okay. Wrath of the Forest, she still failed it. Okay. Let's go to curses and get the Defaced Sisters. How much is it going to cost me to get? 299. Okay. Let's do that. The Defaced Sisters, 45 days to solve. Arcane, you're on it. Start that project. Now, what other events? Counselor awaits in the throne room. All right, my friend, what do you got for me? Just it on. There are more and more workers in the kingdom, and our farmers require plots of fruitful soil. The ordinary people regard you as their defender against the iniquity of the merchants, and they have come to you with a request. Your subjects wish to clear and plow some nearby oak groves, where wealthy men, both local and Brevin, have hunted and sport for many years. The merchants won't like it, but I'm sure you can see that food for the children and the elderly is far more important than sport for the idle. Wouldn't you agree? The land must bear fruit, not be amused. The crowd of wealthy crooks allow the peasants to plow these new fields. Okay, support the counselor's endeavors. Now we can get back to here. Let's make another save. We are saved. Now what do we have? Problem, the morning after. The sky was shining all through the night. It was the eve of a merry Fae festival. Drunk and raving, the Fae retreated to their world come morning, but they left chaos behind. One of the rivers has changed its course. A forest has disappeared and a hill has turned into a gaping hole in the ground. The changes have terrified the peasants. To make matters worse, our mages agree that nature will soon revolt against this blatant interference and unleash its wrath upon the villagers. But I don't have anybody who can handle it. Ransom and gold or iron, and that is going to give me Tristan. 75% chance. We'll make it 100. Technical issue. A small cult of Droskar in the Five Kings Mountains is offering to sell dwarven mining equipment to the kingdom. The deal is quite lucrative, for the dwarves never sell such machinery to outsiders. However, there's a hitch. The equipment they're selling is stolen. I don't have anybody who can do it. Okay. So, I'll support the counselor's endeavors, but he's busy. And Ragangar is not busy. Let's give him 7 days. The Rushlight tournament, I knew it. Irovidi, that scumball, invited us to the tournament for a reason. Okay, so that's what we want to know. Power of Blood, failed. Slum Dwellers, opportunity failed, opportunity failed, opportunity failed. Technical issue, failed. Morning after, failed, and a bunch of stuff went down. But the River's Justice. Confront Earmark, Runaway Throne. Wait until the throne appears for sale. Path of Dreams. Help the storyteller prepare the ritual. Beneath the Stolen Lands. Kingdom Quests. What am I missing here? Arrest Morlehan. Will fail in 86 days and 12 hours. That's what I like. I like having that. That's nice. Okay. Affairs of the Heart. Ancient Curse has 156 days. Wait for news. Errands. Rock's Egg. Magical Prison. Alright, I'm missing something. Stolen Land. Troll Trouble. Season of the Bloom. War of the River Kings. Beneath the Stolen Lands. War of the River. The Rushlight Tournament. Okay, Iravidi, that scumball, invited us to tournament for reason, to disgrace our king and make him appear unfit to rule. That guy can be trusted with only one thing. He'll never miss an opportunity to stab you in the back. Tournament will take place. We finished it all. We finished it. It's just... So... Okay, so apparently that's it. It just needed to update. Wait for news to come. The tournament is over. King Iravidi wasn't very friendly, but overall everything was settled peacefully. Perhaps this invitation wasn't a dirty trick after all. No, I can't believe it. Okay. So we waited for news. And that's what it is. We just got some news, I guess. Okay, we'll see what it says here. Events. The whole region is being overwhelmed by monsters that appear from thin air. Something must be done to counter the magic behind it, but and he's ready. Okay, hold on. For some reason, it's got him on this other thing. I hate that the game does this. Don't auto-put these people in here. I do not want people automatically in things. I will handle it. Lindsay brought bad news. Okay, this must be about Iravidi. Disaster! It's disaster, Your Highness. What is it, Lindsay? The whole kingdom's on fire. Well, metaphorically speaking. And some of it literally. First of all, we've got armed gangs raging along our border with attacks, robbing and killing people, destroying food stores, and damaging any property they come across. Second, there are sudden and inexplicable monster attacks being reported all throughout your lands. And third, there are people out sowing dissent with rumors and songs, even handing out pamphlets mocking your failure to fix things and encouraging the citizens to pledge fealty to Iravidi instead. Our governors are panicking. They've all had to use all the funds we budgeted them from the treasury on preventing riots and mass hysteria. Several provinces have already refused to attempt gathering taxes from the people, claiming that they just would be a tantamount to suicide. We don't have much time. There may be no troops marching against us, but more of our regions are under attack each day. We may not have catapults firing on the walls of our capital, but there's no doubt we're under siege. There are no battlefronts and no battalions, but there are plenty of victims. We've been attacked without reason and without a declaration of war. We have only one option: to kick Iravidi's ass and show everyone in the River Kingdoms just who's the master around here. I see. Well, do we know who's spreading the propaganda? Yes and no. The bards handing out pamphlets and singing slander about you have been seen in city streets, but none have been caught. Obviously, someplace in Patax is training these people and printing up their pamphlets. And judging by the style and quality of the text, someone from Patax's Academy of Grand Arts was tasked with this mudslinging. I'd recognize their style of verse from a mile away. If I were you, that's where I'd start looking for the agitators. Why am I just hearing about this now? At first, no one thought these isolated events could be part of some conspiracy. Even now, it's likely few have figured it out. But these events have all developed too quickly, and in what seems like a concerted effort, as though someone were pulling the strings from behind a curtain, and there's more than enough evidence trying these strings to Patax. So you think Iravidi's behind all this? Who else could it be? Bandit attacks are increasing along our border, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Hell, even invited you to the Rushlight tournament for the sole purpose of mocking you, yeah, but he failed. Do we have any definitive proof? Not yet, but I'm sure the agents he hired will have something we can use. It's a good idea, though. Expose Iravidi. Show the whole world the dirty game he's playing. It would definitely help us. When you deal with the spies, be sure to keep your eyes open. Okay, enough talk. There's no time to waste. Fortunately, the situation could be worse. Your decisive victory in the Rushlight tournament really bolstered the people's faith in you and your abilities. It's funny how such nonsense can affect people's minds more than real feats and atrocities do. But this works out in our favor. Thanks to that victory, we'll have a little more time to deal with whatever vile acts the madman from Patax throws at us. So we bought ourselves more time by winning Rushlight? That'd be great. Mim Wobbleganger. Oh, it's early. Greetings, Your Highness. A humble gift. The Rod of Undeath. Okay. The Rod of Undeath, eh? The Rod of Undeath. Well then. Iravidi, the ruler of Patax, has attacked our kingdom. So this is War of the River Kings. Rushlight Tournament, War of the River Kings. The bandits are raiding our provinces along the Pataxian border. They must be stopped. Okay. Well, let's save. So what do we have? We got the War of the River Kings, but it doesn't show us a deadline in that one. The only ones we got down here are 156 days for that and 86 days for that. The North Gnarl Marches trader Cheryl suspects that it wasn't just a coincidence that he was charged with stealing. Something grim is festering in the capital. Morlahan caught wind that he was about to be arrested. He was able to escape right as Cheryl was leading the guards to his door. The warden should be entrusted with the search. This matter is too delicate for the regular guards. The warden has discovered the criminal's lair, the poacher's hideout located on the edge of the North Gnarl Marches. We should hurry, but we have 86 days, so that's a lot of time. Okay. Let's see what we can do then. Lindsay brought you bad news. Pataxian presence. Yeah, overwhelmed by monsters, and we have reg. Make sure we get 100% on that. The full-blooded, but we have no one for it. Treasures of the Ancients, and we have no one for it. Okay. So we have that. So can we rank someone up? Because in 6 days we get these 2 people back. I can support that counselor's endeavors, but he's busy. Support that counselor's endeavors, but he's busy, and I can support that counselor 7 days for community. Let's do that. All right. We supported her endeavors. He handled choking death. He handled ransom and gold or iron and boosted a bunch of stuff, which is great. And provides 1 BP per day for each 1,000 BP in the treasury, up to 5 BP per day. So if we can stay rich, we'd be in great shape. Okay. Regent demands you. Do the throne. And guess what I have? Guess what I have staring at me? No, not this person, not Valerie. The fat cat is staring at me. I'm going to have to let her outside. All right. The fat tuxedo cat is outside. Valerie says, I'd like to ask you for advice. 2 clans from the swamps are arguing over a meadow. Solid fertile ground is very valuable in the marshes, especially when you have so many mouths to feed. Clan elders decided to determine the owner by a long-standing tradition. Here's the essence of it. 10 armed men from each clan will face each other in the meadow. The first clan to lose all its fighters relinquishes its claim to the land. It's a cruel tradition, but they've been following it for many generations. Even if we prohibit the tradition, it'll only make them angry, and they'll seek to settle their scores by other means. Their way of life shouldn't be disturbed. Well, we like to stay lawful, so let them fight according to their tradition. Trying to cancel a centuries-old tradition by a decree would be like trying to empty their swamp with a bucket. It'll be many years before they're prepared to change their ways. Okay, so by handling her thing, that's what we get. Now we have a dwarf. Dragon. Greetings, Your Highness. Yes, what have you given me? The Serrator. Oh, nice. Thank you for your gift. The Serrator. Let's see what that is. And who is this? Shania. She has given us the Persecutor. Interesting. So what all did we pick up here? Let's go date from newest to oldest. We got this. The Persecutor's a comma. The Serrator is a battle axe. It's only +2, and it deals 1 point of bleed damage when it hits a creature. Multiple bleeding effects stack. Bleed will continue until the target receives magical healing or leaves combat. A critical hit does not multiply the bleed damage. Rod of Undeath. +2 bonus to Necromancy school spells DC and grants the ability to make up to 4 spells they cast per day extended. That's a really nice rod for him. So we should just give it to him right off the bat. He can have it. And then there's a Ring of Protection +3 and the Rage Club. All right, my friends, let's do this. Now what do we have? What else can we get done now? Taxing Assassins. I can send Keston on it. And there's Songs of Patax, which we can't do anything about. Okay. So we have other things. Protectors of the land provides +1 morale bonus to armor class and saving throws. And how long does this take? 14 days and okay. While fighting in claimed regions. It's not necessary. Monsters sent by Iravetti are attacking your kingdom, appearing literally out of nowhere. The source must have a threat. Oh, but I need one of you two. How soon can I get one of you two back? 8 days. I can get her back in 8 days. Strengthen castles skill. It's general. 20 days to solve that. 100 BP. Okay, go for that. I don't think I have anybody. Oh, I can rank her up. All right, let's do her. Success. Agreement has been signed. 5 BP per week, 2 BP for each town, and 1 BP for each village. Great agreement with Shatova. That was a really expensive one. All right, Songs of Patax. I don't have anybody for that. Problem. Jathal brings disturbing news. She's got something for us. I bring news, not unexpected. A sizable group of elves from Kyonin has crossed the border into your kingdom. They send a message to you. A message from the Elven Avengers. To the king of this land, we need not be enemies. Give us the criminal murderer guilty of the death of our children and friends, and we will leave your realm in peace. Be wise, ruler. Your lands have suffered greatly, and keeping treacherous monsters by your side cannot improve your kingdom's lot. We wait your answer in a camp near the southwestern border of your kingdom. Well, I can state the substance in a few words. We demand you turn over the murder. We await your response. Jathal stares at you closely as if trying to assess something. Is she studying you or considering the larger situation? I suppose we should meet with them. Back then, near the Thorn River after the battle with the elven youngsters, I felt Ergothoa's presence again. For the first time since I was reborn. Now I feel something similar. Command, or the shadow of one. Besides, I don't like to leave my affairs unfinished. Let us put an end to this. Fine, we will meet these elves. Okay. So Jathal. Alright, I need to make a note about all of this then. So we have Jathal's quest here. Jathal brings disturbing news. There's the Songs of Patax again. Nobody to do that. Nobody to do one of those things, but I think we get someone back. More Songs of Patax. There's 2 Songs of Patax on here. Those are going to hurt us. Projects. We got 1 day to get her back and 2 days to get Storyteller back. Okay. Skip a day and get her back. Help the Storyteller prepare the ritual. Enter the dream world. Path of the Dreams. Alrighty, 1 more day then. Protectors of the land. Who can do this? Valerie can. I don't know. Is that important for her? What kind of events do we have? Valerie can't do any of these. Bummer. And then problem false lights. Tristan can do that, or he can. Jubilost. Who can I rank up? I can rank him up. I can rank Jubilost up. Let's check. Moorland, 71 days. Kind of like to go after that guy. Still have time, but let's see what else we can do. An Inch of Curse. Path of Dreams. We need to do that. And the War of the River Kingdoms. Find a way to deal with the bandits. War of the River Kings. It seems like what we need to do. We've got like 240 days, I think it says, because we did so well at the Rushlight tournament. But it doesn't have the timer on it, which is unfortunate. So it's hidden. So I'm trying to think of what I want to do here. We're going to have to go after this, and it's a multi-pronged thing. So let's see what we can do. We got him. We got 1 more day for Storyteller. After a duel with Armag, Ymiri's sword has become unstable and unusable, and it must be repaired. Repair the sword. Bring the sword to the sixth place. Okay, so now we got to do that. So we have Ymiri's sword and Jathal's quest, which have to be done. And then whatever events. He's got 4 days for this. Problem. A gang of dark fae from Uringren arrived in the capital. I got nobody that can handle it. So these problems are going to keep going on, and if we don't solve them, they're going to help destroy our kingdom. So the best thing that we could do, Pataxian assassins, We can make go away. So here's Songs of Attacks. We can put him on it. So let's do start event. We'll give him 2 rules for that. Songs of Attacks. They're the only 2 people who can do that. False Lights. We can put Tristan or Jubilost on it. So put Jubilost on it. Start that. Start from the right here. Opportunity. Oh, what's that one? Treasure of the Ancients. Okay. So we don't have anybody who can do that. The Full-Blooded, we don't have anybody who can do that. Problem. Taxing Assassins. Songs of Attacks. Contagious Met. Yeah, so we're going to have to go after Attacks. And then Cobblestone Druids. Alright. I know. And then I could rank someone up. I could rank him up. Let's go 7 days and rank this guy up. And then we're gonna have to leave for adventures. That ranks up. Taxing Presence. Okay, I can support the Treasurer's endeavors in 7 days, but he's wrapped up in a project. So let's do this. Counselor waits in the throne. We're gonna head out and get a whole bunch of stuff done. We're gonna start with Jathal. So Tristan looks worried. Jarek, your life is in danger. The merchants are angry with you for protecting your subjects against their plots, and now they conspire against you. Luckily, the people are loyal to you, and for one of your loyal servants reported this treasonous outrage. We must make up our minds how to prevent this attack and neutralize the conspirators. One option is to entrust your treasurer with bribing some of them. Another is to order your minister to eliminate the traitors in secret. But that's more their style, not ours. There's not enough time to call in the troops, but if your region addresses the people, your faithful people will rally around you. Okay. So there's that problem. Alright. Counselor waits in the throne. So, Merchant Conspiracy. And I can put Valerie on it. Alright, then we're going to make sure that this passes. So let's start that event. Taxing Presence. Yeah, so we can put one of those 2 on it. What's our rank up now? All we have left is the treasurer. Okay. That's good. In that case, for Gongar, you can do that one. Songs of Attacks. Assassins. Changes Madness. Okay. All of that is set up. And we've got you on curses for 15 days. Is there any other curse that we can put anybody on? No, it's always you. Oh, Octavia can do research into the nature of curses Vorticai. 75 days to solve. Do we want to wrap her up for 75 days? Or this one, 45 days to solve? Let's start her on that one. Okay. Like this. We're going to save here. And now we're going to head out. And we're going to start with Amiri's sword, I guess. Let's try to get that one done first. Or Jathal, either one. We got Amiri already in our group, though. Let's go try to do that one. Alright, Amiri, where is yours? Meet the elves in their camp, reforge the blade. Bring the sword to the Six Bears tribe. Are they way up here? Poacher's hideout. Arrest Moral Hand. Okay, we can do that as well. And there's the Six Bears camp. So we need to go to Glenshire. Teleport to Glenshire and Glenabon. And go up here. Let's go see about reforging the swords, shall we? Alright, my friends. Uh-oh. This is a buff time. Alright, we're ready. As Boston said. Amiri, you little thief. Mortal fool interfering in the affairs of eternal beings. It's time to return what was stolen. Shove it! Amiri throws the sword at the ghostly giant, who catches it and gazes upon it, twirling it in his huge palms. Fine work, Fionn says. You surprise me, mortals. Your life is but a breath in the wind, a snowflake in a hurricane. but nevertheless you can at times create something that will last through the ages. The sword is even finer than the one that was stolen. Who are you? My name is Fionn. Once my brother Keen and I were powerful rulers of the first world. Together we were nearly equal to the eldest, but not quite. Eternal, serene life in our land was not enough for Keen. He wanted more. He wanted to become equal to the eldest and conquer new lands. First he began to devour our subjects, drawing on their strength, and then he tried to do the same with me. As punishment, I banished his soul into the sword, which later fell into the hands of Amiri. Why do you need this sword? It is the prison of my beloved hated brother Kian, the murderer of family and friends, a ruler who dreamed of greater power, but who instead destroyed the people he ruled. You nearly released Kian by breaking the sword, and he may yet free himself if the sword is not sealed. But do not be afraid, mortals. We have here everything for the ritual that will seal my brother in the sword forever. I see. What happens if you don't seal the sword? My brother will free himself. He is an endless storm, greedy, cruel, unpredictable. He will do great evil, and he will start with Amiri and her tribe. He remembers you well, but I cannot see his mind. Perhaps he will seek revenge. Perhaps you will become his plaything. Either way, you will not survive. What will you do now that you have the sword back? I will not avenge your theft. I never desired revenge. I only wanted to ensure my brother, imprisoned in this blade, would never break free. I once thought returning him to the first world would be sufficient, but now I realize this would not be enough. There is only one way to be sure. I will cast the spell of imprisonment once again, this time on myself. I will place into the sword all my strength, which my poor brother so craved, and thus I shall share eternity with him. This sword will become our common tomb. After that, Amiri, you may keep the sword for yourself, but not before the ritual is over. Wait, Jubilos says. So all these troubles could have been avoided if we'd simply talked when we first met? That is to say, if someone hadn't started swinging their sword around without even a chat? Well done, Amiri. Well done indeed. Don't laugh, gnome. In the hands of fate, we are all but toys, both mortals and gods alike. One word said today can create or destroy a kingdom over the course of a century. It has happened before, and it'll happen again. Fine. Begin the ritual. The giant brings his sword to his lips, whispering a spell. A stream of light flows from him into the blade. Already transparent, the ghost becomes barely visible. The end is near. There is almost nothing left of me. I am the shadow of a shadow. I am dust and ash. My power, my immortality. I give everything to imprison my brother forever. There is only one thing left. The giant hands the sword to Amiri. To finish the ritual, the sword must be plunged into the heart of a chieftain. I would give my own heart, but I no longer possess a living body. However, there is another chieftain here. Do this, Amiri, and let eternity come to an end. Nilak comes forward. Fionn spoke truly of the threat of his brother's release. I must protect my tribe. Do it, Amiri. I am ready. Akaya pushes her away. Step aside, girl. This tribe needs you. Hey, you, evil spirit. A former chieftain is good enough, right? The ghost nods and Akaya thrusts himself forward. Come, girl, strike. At least I'm still good for something. Amiri falls back, turning pale. No, I won't do it. What is this? What should I do now? Sacrifice Akaya. Let him die with honor. Akaya steps towards Amiri, his back straight and his chin held high, looking hard into her eyes. Do it. Valerie lowers her head. He may not have been a good person, but in the end, when it mattered most, he acted as a worthy ruler. With a deadpan face, Amiri swings her sword. That's it. Chunk. The ritual is over, brother. I'm coming. Amiri kneels before Akaya's body and reaches down to close his eyes. Rest in peace, you old piece of crap. After all, you were a real chieftain, at least in the end. Reforged ginormous sword, Akaya's honor. Approaching you, she grins crookedly. Well, chief, now I'm done with the Six Bears. All my debts are paid. Now you are my tribe. I go where you go. And what did she get out of that whole deal? Reforged blade, eh? So the reforged blade, this is a Kaya's honor, is a +4 frost oversized bastard sword, and she's still got this, which is a massive piece of awesomeness. Kind of backwards how you might think things should work. I mean, she's got that sword there that's already much, much better. So a ring of protection, a short spear. Okay. All right. Well, there we go. Where's Nilak? Miri, that was my duty. Enough complaining. Your duty is to take care of these dumbheads. Without you, they won't survive in the south. And you can't go north anymore. The old fart volunteered for it. Finally did something good in his life. Give him a good funeral. We will. Nilak, you did not hesitate to sacrifice yourself to save the tribe. This is the act of a true leader. Thank you. It's an honor for me to hear your praise. What will you do next? Let's go back to Numeria. We are not used to change. Even there, everything seems strange to us. But Numerian Khalids are not so different from the northern ones. We would not survive here in the River Kingdoms even with your protection. Farewell. Desna bless you. Look after Amiri. Oh, of that you can be certain. I will keep her fully stocked with ale. My friends, I will end this episode here. We have many things to do. I'm going to make a list so that I'm prepared in case it's a few days before I get to play this game again. Everybody, thanks for hanging out with me on a turn-based Thursday as usual. If you did it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, leave your questions and comments down below. And I'll see you all next time. Until then, happy gaming, everyone.